Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be a general reading for Aquarius, March 1st through March 17th. So it is a general reading. You can cover anything from love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you if it does. And if it doesn't resonate and you know your birth time, you can always get a free birth chart online and figure out your other placements. So feel free to check out my other zodiac sign readings as well. We're going to get into reading in just a moment, Aquarius. I've pre-shuffled and pulled all your tarot cards. I just wanted to say that if you're not watching the live and you're watching this later and you want to look at the photo of all the cards that I pulled for you, you can do that and have it alongside whether you watch or listen or want to check it out later. So to do that, you can go in the description box below, click on my website, click on the Facebook link, find the Aquarius reading, and it's the first comment there. It's just one photo. With that being said, also wanted to say, whenever you see this message, it is meant for you, so it can resonate before or after the original intended time frame. So it can resonate before or after March 1st to March 17th. And the last thing I was going to say is that if you like this video and you want to subscribe, it's totally free. All you have to do is click on the bell icon on the bottom right and just make sure it's active, and that'll let you know when I put out new videos. So it helps my channel and it helps me. So if this reading resonates for you and you like it, always give it a thumbs up. Okay. All right. With all that being said, blah, 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 right? Let's get to it here, Aquarius. So I'm just going to do a quick sound bell for some general healing and grounding for the reading. If you want and you feel comfortable, you can take a deep breath in and out. All right, Aquarius, let's get into your reading. I also wanted to say, since this reading is a little bit late, I think it's still March 4th right now, for the next 15 minutes or so here in the East Coast in LA. But I'm going to be starting with you second, the next set of readings, so you won't have to wait. So I do apologize for that. But anyway, so we're going to just talk about the first 6 cards here. The first row is energy starting around March 1st, a little bit, before, a little bit after, since it's already into this week and into this upcoming weekend. And then the second row here is the second week of March and the second weekend till about March 17th. It's not exact, okay? All right, let's set our timer here. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. So you have 6 of Pentacles upright, Queen of Swords upright, 5 of Cups upright, Knight of Pentacles upright, the Chariot upright, and 5 of Swords upright. Okay, and I have been doing something a little bit different for the readings. I have been pulling the top and the bottom of each deck of tarot cards after I've pulled for you. So I'll show you those real quick before we get into your main 6 here. But for the Llewellyn deck, right, these are the confirmation card decks I normally use. You got the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Swords. So 8 is definitely a number sticking out here for you, Aquarius. But this is just a general energy that surrounds your reading, a little background information here. So it looks like you're getting over a lot. You're letting go of a lot here, Aquarius, which is really beautiful. You're coming out of overthinking, anxiety, worry, stuck in your head, feeling trapped, lower vibrational energies here. Okay, so that is always really nice to see. This is 8 of Swords here was at the bottom of your Llewellyn deck, and at the top was the 8 of Cups in reverse. Now, when this card is upright, it's not bad. It's just, an observation card, walking away from something, not making a decision, really needing to go off and think and take time, okay? So since it was reversed, it could be saying for you, Aquarius, that now you're starting to want to take action and come back into something, and your energy is picking up a little bit, all right? So when you start here with Aquarius with the 6 of Pentacles upright, this is an energy of wanting to have an equal give and take. and also giving back to people less fortunate. So you see these two chickens here, and one has 6 pentacles, and he's rolling, the 6 pentacle over to this other chicken. So this could be you giving money to someone, since it is a pentacle card, but it's not always that symbol of abundance. Abundance can also represent giving some of your time, giving away some of your skill to help someone else learn something, whatever it may be. It's really nice energy to start your reading off with here. It does have a lot of forward momentum here, and just wanting to give back to other people, very compassionate. And it could be because you were coming out of the 8 of Swords energy, where now you have more mental clarity. And so before, when you were pulling away from people or situations with the 8 of Cups in reverse, now you're ready to come back. Okay. Now, the second card you have here, Aquarius, is the Queen of Swords upright. I love this card. It's this wolf, white wolf, in the middle of winter time, and they have the sword here and the crown, right, since she is the queen. But this is a beautiful energy and card that talks about manifestation, moving forward, being well respected, people coming to you for advice. Again, since the sword is in the right position, I mean, it's neutral here, but normally it would be up, since it is, the Queen of Swords upright, right? It's not reversed, it's upright for you. So it's a lot of mental clarity and feeling more balanced, which is really beautiful to see that transition here for you, Aquarius. And again, if this isn't you, Aquarius, it could be the general situation that you're in, your environment, or a person that you're dealing with, okay? Now, the third card that you have here is the 5 of Cups upright. This is an energy of focusing on just the negative, right? Not looking that there's still cups upright. 3 cups are spilled out of the 5, but 2 are still upright. And you see this beaver really upset that the other beaver has been injured or dead. So it's just focusing on the negative and not that there's still positive things around. So there could have been something here that triggered this for you. And I want to, at this time, show you the 2 cards. One, the Hermit in reverse, was on the top of your deck for the Animal Totem Tarot, and the 2 of Pentacles was on the bottom, okay? So the Hermit in reverse talks about resisting some type of introspection, about getting in touch with your feelings, taking a break with something. And it's interesting that I feel this energy around your third card here, because in the beginning, Aquarius, you were letting go, you were ready to get back into action, you were having more compassion for other people, giving back, moving forward, having more mental clarity. And then here we have, again, going back to just focusing on the negative, not seeing that there's still positive situations, positive people around you that can help you, okay? And this could be because in the recent past, or even in your energy this week and into this weekend, Aquarius, again, it varies, you have the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse. And so this talks about not wanting to plan, not wanting to see a situation from a more neutral, objective viewpoint where you can take your emotions out of it. So it's kind of like you start taking your emotions out, you start getting more focused, and then something kind of, brings you back to this place. But let me show you the cards here, okay? So you have the Hermit in reverse, which we already talked about, resisting some type of introspection, getting answers from within, taking time to withdraw from people, whether it's physically or mentally or both, right? And then with the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse, this is talking about not wanting to plan, not wanting to see things from a higher perspective, a more objective perspective, okay? And so that could be why since you're having a hard time planning for the future, you're feeling a lack of abundance, you're not feeling grounded. And so this is what leads to the 5 of Cups, where you're only focusing on the things that could be going wrong. All right, with all that being said, Aquarius, it does not last forever, okay? Like I always say, ebbs and flows and everything, and everyone's, experience here on Earth, right? So then you have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. And you have this cute little I guess he's a ground squirrel. Sometimes I call him a meerkat, but I do believe he's a ground squirrel here. Okay. But he's a knight, right? He's not a page. He's not beneath. He's in the middle. But it talks about communication. It could be a possible good size opportunity from the universe. It could be a message that you were going to give to someone or someone was going to give to you. And it's just beautiful movement forward, coming out of the ground, now suddenly feeling more grounded in the second week here of March, Aquarius. Okay. So you're going to take that energy of this ground squirrel, okay, and build your abundance. And then you have, bam, the chariot, which is literally like moving forward. So you see this killer whale, he's splashing ahead in the water, and then there's two other whales, one on each side, guiding him. So this is also about balancing your masculine and feminine energies, but really manifesting whatever you want in your life and forward movement. So that is beautiful. A little bit of back and forth energy here in your reading so far, Aquarius, because in the next card, it's like four cards out of the main six are positive, moving forward, and then two are a little bit stumbling back, right? What's the saying? You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, something like that. I can't remember the exact saying. But everything is a process, right? And we'll get into more why this is happening with your 3 confirmation cards here. But I just want to show you the 5 of Swords in the upright position. Okay, so this is a little bit, again, worrying too much about the future, worrying too much about the past, not focusing enough on the present. It could also talk about some competitive energy, either with yourself or with other people. Okay, so you see this porcupine, which we think of porcupines as like, oh my God, don't get close to me, don't touch me, very defensive energy, right? But in this survival mode, sometimes we don't realize that we've won something, okay? But it's really just about trying to get back your mental clarity. So there could be something still lingering here, Aquarius, that's bothering you, or like I said, you're just having a hard time grounding your mind and focusing on the present moment, which we all, right? Okay, I mean, that's a human struggle everyone has at different points. But this is a perfect time to get into your confirmation cards. All right, so you have 7 of Wands upright, 10 of Cups in reverse, and 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with the energy of the 7 of Wands in the beginning here, confirming the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, right? Stack your pentacles, make that money, have your abundance, whether it's good health, working on your skills, moving forward in relationships, something like that, okay? But this is just saying that you're still very defensive and you're still, in the beginning of the month, Aquarius, not completely grounded, right? So one of his feet are resting with his knee on one rock and the other foot is like kind of precariously placed within the water here. And he's got his wand in his hand and his wands all around him, like, don't touch me, okay? So, hi Lynn, how are you doing? Yes, we're gonna do it this weekend. I'm looking forward to it too. So glad to have you here. Yeah, Aquarius, so with this energy of the 7 of Wands, when it's confirming the 6 of Pentacles, it's saying you're slowly starting to put these defenses down a little bit. But it's just, you've been through a lot. And I will go back to the card that was on the top of the deck here for your Llewellyn deck, right? You're coming out of a place where you weren't making any action and now you're ready to take action, but you want to make sure it's the right action and that you're not over defensive here. But it looks like you aren't. You're not going to be over defensive, and you do have a lot of success here. Like I said, Aquarius, you have 4 cards that are really positive out of the main 6 here. Okay, and when this 7 of Wands is confirming the Knight of Pentacles, again, is saying you're being more grounded here with the squirrel, the ground squirrel. You're wanting to move forward. You're open to learning something new, right? The Knight can be like a student, right? He's not a king yet, but he has a lot of abundance and he's moving forward. Now, Aquarius, with this 10 of Cups in the reverse, This can talk about there was something possibly not for everyone where your expectations might have been a little bit too high in something. Um, when the Ten of Cups is in the upright position, it's all about contentment, right? We have the happy couple, the kids in the background, the rainbow, all this great stuff. Um, but when it's in reverse, it can just say that either your expectations were too high, Aquarius, or there was something that even though you were winning and you were making these gains and moving forward, there was still something that wasn't making you all the way happy. There was still something missing. I don't always say that with this card, but I do feel that energy here. Um, so, you know, when the Ten of Cups in reverse is confirming the Queen of Swords, um, that's why you could still be searching for something, still pushing forward, okay, trying to find this place where you can rest. But a lot of times when we have this idea of life always being picture perfect, or oh, I can finally relax when my kids go to college, or when I get this job, or when I lose 20 pounds, or when I get this guy, or I get this girl. And so this is kind of talking about that it's not always easy, right? They say every 7 years your cells regenerate. So you should be always growing, right? Like you don't get to a certain age and then life just gels and then you can just relax. I mean, yes, people want to relax and have a good time, but it can become stagnant and not real and not alive and not feeling true to the way that life is supposed to be. So that's just something to, to think about. And I do feel that energy for you here, Aquarius. But you're still moving forward and you're balancing your energies better again with the Chariot here in the upright. So you're wanting to really balance your masculine and feminine energies here with these two other killer whales, one on each side. Okay, so then your last confirmation card here, Aquarius, is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. That's what we want to see, right? We don't want to see this shit. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but this is too much overthinking, anxiety, worry, or just general exhaustion, right? I mean, look at this woman. She's just like passed out on this rock. Like, I'm so tired. And so, we want to see it in the reverse position, letting go of that, getting out of that energy. That's what you want, Aquarius. And so, this just tells us again why, maybe in the first week of March here, Aquarius, you were feeling like you were having a hard time focusing on the positive and only on the negative, because in the recent past or something, it's hard to say for everyone, since this is a general reading, but something was really, messing up your mental capacities and you were having a hard time to find clarity. Like I'm having a hard time finding my words tonight, but you are coming out of that energy. So that is what you want, Aquarius. Okay. And so this is just a warning for you here. It's not like a bad place to end the reading, but it's just saying when the Ten of Swords in reverse is confirming the Five of Swords upright, it's like, okay, so you're letting go of some stuff, right? I mean, there's so many different stresses for everyone in the world, especially right now, okay? But then there's something you're still holding on to that's still confusing you, where you could be your own worst enemy or over competitive with other people, not focusing enough on the present moment, okay? All right, with all that being said, like I said, there's still some really good positive forward energy in this reading. So I would, yes, thank you. Timer is confirming it. So with all that being said, let's put these cards up here for a moment, Aquarius, and get you some quick oracle cards. And just give me a moment to tap back into your energy here. Water sign Aquarius. Water sign Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. March 1st and March 17th. What does Aquarius need to see? All right, we got two that popped out. I'm gonna take them. right, no more than 2 though. Okay, so the first one you got is the honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. That's what we started the reading off with, right? 6 of Pentacles, having compassion for other people. This chicken is rolling the pentacle to the other chicken that has none, okay? So that could be, you know, the more that you help other people, you end up helping yourself. Like, it doesn't seem like it sometimes in the beginning, but then you're like, oh, okay. I mean, obviously that shouldn't be the reason why you do things for other people, but just really treating other people how you would treat yourself, okay? And you also got, oh, that's cute. I don't think I've seen this card before. It's the snow leopard, and it says, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. All right, so that could be a message for some of you guys. Spend it in solitude. Well, I would definitely say that this card resonates with the last card you got in the main 6 with the 5 of Swords. There's still something that you could be a little bit confused about, Aquarius, or overthinking or anxiety or not thinking enough or focusing enough on the present moment. And so the more possibly you spend time by yourself to recharge, you'll you know, think about these things, okay? And one more oracle card real quick, Aquarius. Oh, I just want to see this comment here. I didn't see. Hi, Lena. For a job right now, Cancer sign. Okay, yeah, just let me finish the end of this reading and then I can do that for you. Just give me one moment here. All right, Aquarius. Final messages for Aquarius. Final messages for Aquarius. March 1st. Oops. Let's turn that down. Final messages for Aquarius. March 1st through March 17th. Water sign Aquarius. Whoop. And here we go. I love this deck. It's, what is it called? Oh yeah, the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I have it in my description box, but anyway, they're tiny, but I like them. So the first one that came out, Aquarius, it says play. And there's this beautiful woman inside this martini glass. She looks like a mermaid and she's in space or something's going on here. But beautiful pink colors. It says have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Okay, Aquarius, so that might be a message for some of you guys. After you come out of your solitude, right? And then the last oracle card you got is the Mirror. And there's a woman putting her hand into the water, and there's a double image right underneath her. And it says, who or what could be or is triggering you? Okay, so getting the emotions in check, right? That's what the water represents, the subconscious and the emotions. All right, so that is your messages for your reading here, Aquarius. Real quick before you go, again, if you want to see all the cards placed out in one photo, you can do that by clicking in the description box below, clicking on my website, click on the Facebook link, look for the Aquarius reading after this live is done, and that picture will be posted as a first comment there. So with all that being said, if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to do a little mini reading here for Lena. All right, let me leave these out since I have to take a picture. Let me just do some shuffling here for a moment, Lena, and get my music back up a little bit. Okay. All right. Cancer sign, the general reading for a job. Okay. Come on, baby cards. Sometimes these get a little tricky to shuffle. All right. Stay. That was a horrible shuffle. What happened? Come on, cards. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this. We're going to cleanse them a little bit. Obviously, we don't want to set them on fire. Okay. Let's see if that helps. I do have some fanning powder sometimes. That helps shuffle them as well. Hold on. Let's see. Oop. It's a little dusty, but it's good for the cards. All right. Let's mix these cards up. Make my little fish pond. And love life as well. All right, well, that's a lot of questions, but we'll see what comes out. I'm just gonna ask, what could you be expecting in the next 3 to 4 months as far as love or job stuff? All right, just give me a second here. I really need to shuffle and clear the energy from the last reading I did. All right. Okay. Messages for Lena. Next 3 days. Okay, 2 more shuffles, and I'll cut them one more time, and we'll be good. All right. Messages for Lena. Next 3 to 4 months for her job. Come on, cards. Get yourself together. Okay, let's cut it up a little bit. Okay. Lena. Okay. One more shuffle, and that's it. Just for Lena. Just for Lena. Next week, regarding love and job. Messages for Lena. General messages for Lena regarding love and her job situation. Next week, expecting 6 to 12 months for her highest good. Spirits guide my hands. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Lena. Messages for Lena. Next 3 to 4 months. Messages for Lena. Messages for Lena. Messages for Lena. Whoa. All right. Here we go. Ooh, girl. Gotta get that energy. Okay. Oh, that's all right. All right, let's see what we got. You have the Hanged Man upright, the Magician in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Fool. Okay. So it seems like right now, Lena, there could be a situation that you need to look at from a different perspective, a different angle. And there also definitely is a need for more grounding for yourself. So I'll show you the first card. This is the Hanged Man upright. Okay, so he's hanging upside down. He's not on the ground, right? But he does have the crown here, the crown of enlightenment. So if he was turned right side up, he would just be a guy resting against this tree, okay, with 1 foot on the ground, trying to ground himself and be more enlightened. So it's basically saying the more time you take, Lena, to look at a situation from a different angle, a different perspective, okay, look at it that way, turn upside down, all that stuff. This will help bring you more clarity. With the Magician in reverse and the World in reverse, you're feeling basically you're having a hard time manifesting something, and you're not feeling like the world is full of possibilities at this time. There could be definitely something blocking you here. Let me show you. So you could be not feeling as passionate, not feeling enlightened, not feeling open to the world of possibilities at this time, since they're both are in the reverse position, right? So if they're right side up, the world would be carving something out of nothing, moving forward, celebrations. And again, with the Magician upright, you would be the master of your own domain, okay, moving forward. Yes, Lena. So, the last card you have here is the Fool upright. So this is saying there definitely needs to be some leap of faith for you here. And I asked the cards like what you can expect in the next 3 to 4 months, okay? So there's something that you possibly need to let go of, leave behind. You need to risk something that's basically saying the risk will be worth, the reward will be, I can't even stop. The reward will be worth the risk. Does that make sense? Okay, I think I said that right. So, you need to possibly do something too that other people might view as being foolish or stupid, or, why are you acting a certain way, or acting possibly like a certain age or personality. But I wouldn't let anyone deter you from, this moving forward and taking this leap of faith. This is also the Fool card is a card that talks about trusting to move forward and make that leap of faith that's right for you. Let me just see your comment. You find a new love, please, as I left my husband already. Yeah, so Lena, I mean, the Fool card with this leap of faith, this could be you taking those steps yourself to make this new love come to you. So I'm not sure of your situation, but and especially during the pandemic, but this could be telling you to get yourself online, get yourself on some dating websites, dating apps, trying to meet people, obviously in a safe way, social distancing and everything. But the more that you, yeah, I know I see your comment. I want to start a new life. Is it possible? It's always possible, Lena. You have to make that leap of faith and trust and do something a little bit different. Again, with the Hanged Man that you started off with, looking at life from a different perspective, trying something new, okay? Everyone thinks, oh, the Fool card is bad. No, it's a beautiful card. It's a very creative card. He's inspired, okay? This is the yellow, the enlightenment that you have in the card. I don't know if you guys can see that colors, but you're always ready and always able to start a new life. Yeah. No, I understand. Of course, Lena, I understand. Relationships are hard, and we all have our past, but you can't let that keep you back from, starting over again. And I think if you make this leap of faith, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if you need to move, need to go back to school, need to change jobs. It can be something big like that, or it could be something small. Okay, it could just be changing your mindset. But you definitely need to do some more grounding, like I said, and get rid of that stagnant energy. I would definitely, a simple thing that you can do, Lena, is you can do a cleansing bath. All you need is salt, sugar, and milk, okay? And just like a little bit. You don't need to, you can even do it in the shower. But basically, you're going to take the salts for purifying. Okay, the sugar is to put sweetness back in. When you take everything out, you take even the good out. Then you put a little bit sweetness back in, and the milk is a nurturing aid for you. Okay. So you can do that, even every couple of days or every couple of weeks. Just keep cleansing yourself. Yeah, no, I understand. My best friend here. Shout out to my best friend Tracy. She knows who she is. She's actually 51 or 52, like you, and she lost her job because of COVID. And she was a teacher, a health teacher in PE and sports, and so she's having to start again. Her 23-year-old cat passed away. Her mom recently had a mini stroke. And so she's going through this whole transformation process of like, okay, how do I take care of my mother? But then am I going to go back to work? How am I going to find work? Do I still want to teach? And a lot of times, for women, sometimes, it falls around the time of like when you're going to have menopause or whatever. But it's not even about that. That's like bullshit to say. It's more, even men have, what do you call, like, I'm not saying you're having a midlife crisis, but I'm saying that like there's nothing wrong with starting over at this age. It's very hard, and I can't personally say that for myself. Obviously, I'm not blessed to get to that age yet. Hopefully, I will if I take care of myself. But I think that, like I was saying earlier, I'm not sure in the reading at the time. Every 7 years, our cells regenerate and we can become different people and live again. And so I would definitely have more compassion for yourself and to slowly start opening up and changing things a little bit, do a lot of cleansing, talk to friends or other people that may have started over at this time too. And I know it's tough with the pandemic right now for everyone. But even if you just start talking to people online, Lena, building your confidence, and then hopefully, when things get better in the world, start meeting people for coffee, for tea, or drink, whatever you are into. But I think that you can definitely start over. Take this leap of faith, really ground yourself, and you can get there. So I'm sending you a big hug right now. Let me see. I was always thinking of my husband before, but it's not the same. Yeah, no, I understand. This also is a learning process for you where you could be learning different types of love and possibly even a more broader, more accepting idea of love for you where, coming from a more equal give and take place, that can help you to I'm trying to find the words to say, just finding like a different idea of love and what that entails. And it's not always going to feel the same, oh, okay. That's a hard job. Definitely respect you for that. Yeah, being a nurse. Right on, girl. And I would say also too, if you're a caregiver, you're taking care of anybody else, you forget a lot, even as just women in general, we forget a lot to take care of ourselves. So I would definitely urge you to, make sure I'm not saying you're not, but just giving you that like loving, gentle nudge to take care of yourself too. But yeah, always apply to new things. I have friends and even myself where I'm always applying to different things, as I continue to work my current job to just kind of like see what's out there. But yeah, I would, you're going to make these changes and you can do it. I believe in you, girl. But always feel free to come back later and let me know, how things are going. You can always send me a private message too on my website if you want. Just check in with me. Come say hi, come watch a Cancer reading or whatever. I would also say too, I don't know if you've watched some of my other readings, but I would do your birth chart. I know not everyone knows their birth time, but if you do know, you could find out what your other placements are. Like, for instance, you could find out what your Venus sign is. So Venus is for love and for certain assets and money. So I would definitely, if you know your birth time, or you can find those free online and stuff. But yeah, check back in with me. Sending you big hugs. Keep on going, girl. July 9th, 1969. Oh, okay, that's a good birthday. Yeah. Yeah, one of my other good friends is a Cancer. And it's interesting. Some of my stuff says that my moon is an Aquarius, this reading, right? But it also says I have a lot of Cancer in my chart. I can't remember exactly where. But that's definitely the Cancer, is that nurturing side, right? The emotional side. So I'm sure that that's like, being a nurse is a really good fit for you. Maybe not forever, for right now, but I can see how that would work out for you. So, got super quiet. But yeah, I would check back in with me. Definitely try the sugar, salt, milk bath cleansing. That should help you. If you can get some Palo Santo or even frankincense, you can cleanse yourself as well. Like, I have frankincense going right now. It's better than sage because sage takes everything out, like even the good. And so you want to make sure you keep some of that good in there, right? So I would suggest either frankincense or Palo Santo. You can get, pretty cheaply, and just cleanse yourself and, take care. Sending you big hugs, Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier real quick, and then I do have to go, Lena. But like, my parents divorced, okay? And my mom used to say what she wanted in a man in her 20s, okay, is different than what she wants in a man in her 50s or 60s, right? And so just using her as an example of how when you're in a long-term relationship like that, and even if there's like kids involved, obviously people both care about each other, but things change. My mom used to say that she needed more of financial support when she was younger, and then as she got older, she wanted more emotional love and more talking, I don't know, being open, which I know can be hard for men in general sometimes. Not everybody, of course, but yeah, I mean, I think that that's probably normal for a lot of people, obviously everyone is different. Every relationship is different. But yeah, I don't know why I just felt sure to tell you that. But just let me know how things go, and always feel free to come back if you haven't already. Subscribe. It's free, so you can hop on another live or something like that. But yeah, I'm sending you hugs, and it'll be okay. Hang in there, girl, and do your cleansing, and I hope you take care of yourself and come back and check in with me. Let me know how things are going. So yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off here. But yeah, it was good talking to you, and we shall talk again soon. Hopefully. I hope you have a good night, and I will see all of you guys later. Get that frankincense, get the Palo Santo. All right, you too, take care. Okay, have a good night. All right, bye guys, I'm signing off. All right, bye.